The other aspect about the suicidal bit, it is a very, very sensitive topic. And there has been a time where I did hit a really low point in my life.
Live shows are every musician, every record label's bottom line. So the second the pandemic hit, that's the first thing that sort of, went off the table.
Music really does have that power. It's so, so, so powerful.
But I do feel like, things are brightening up a little bit, and that's really one of the big reasons I wanted this record to come out now. Hi, this is Qaran.
Hey, this is Ileana.
And you're watching Bollywood.
Hungama.
So, Ileana, I was watching a few of your interviews in the morning.
Oh boy.
I saw one of your Instagram live chats that you did, I think, a few months back.
Is that right? Okay.
Right.
I don't recall.
So it
You'll
was
have to
about, I
remind
think, the body issues that you had, and
I
apparently.
must have had a day, and I just yeah.
Right.
I'm very impulsive.
And I was quite surprised because I've known you for such a long time. You've always been this happy person, and you've always looked very nice, very good in terms of the way you look and the way you carry yourself. But I was quite surprised in terms of to know that you've had like suicidal tendencies, and you're not happy with the way your body type was, and people can have.
I recall what this is now. Okay, I know what you're getting at. Okay.
Right. So, do you think that music also, in a way, helped you maybe overcome that phase, or like how do you look at? Or do you? I feel that maybe you are being a bit harsh on yourself. You're a Scorpio, I believe. They tend to be very harsh on themselves. They want
super
things
passionate,
to be perfectionist.
yeah, that is one of the qualities apparently of a Scorpion. So what you were referring to, and I remember now why I did what I did. I came across an article because a lot of people messaged me like, "Oh my God, we didn't know that this is about you," and blah blah blah. It was, I think, meant in good intent, of course. Whoever wrote it, I don't remember who wrote it, but it annoyed me because a lot of stuff was taken out of context. Yes, I've had body issues. I've had them from the time I was probably 12, or I don't know, I'm guessing 12 is the earliest I can remember. Been very self-conscious. That's one aspect. The other aspect about the suicidal bit, it is a very, very sensitive topic. And there has been a time where I did hit a really low point in my life, and I did get to, a situation where I was thinking about stuff, but it wasn't related to body issues. It was related to other issues. So those are two separate issues. So I didn't like the fact that they clubbed them together, and they were like, "Oh, because she had body issues." I was like, no. And not to say that that if somebody else is going through something like that, you should downplay it. But I think that's why I talked about it. As far as music goes, this would be like another conversation that would take very long. But as far as music goes, I genuinely believe that it has helped me in so many ways, because I feel like there's a song for every mood, and that's the beauty about music. It's so diverse. I mean, there's a song for when you're feeling absolutely heartbroken. There's a song for when you're feeling so happy. There's a song for when you just you just want to forget about everything on your mind at the moment and just relax. And I feel infinitely better if I'm anxious or if I'm stressed out, and I just take a moment and I just probably look out. Sometimes I like to just take a drive. I did that a week ago. I was having a really bad day, and I just told my driver, I said, "Please, can we go for a drive?" I sounded like a child. I was like, "Can we go for a drive, please?" We went for a drive, and I just listened to music, and I looked out at the sea, and I felt infinitely better. And I feel that music really does have that power. It's so, so, so powerful.
Would you like to write down your thoughts, maybe in a book or something?
Never really thought about that.
Because I genuinely believe that there is a book in you. I genuinely feel that.
Really?
Because I believe movies are a vocation for you, but you have thoughts which are beyond that.
I do. I
Would
have
you
a
want
lot
to?
of thoughts. That's the problem, I think. You've got to sort of compartmentalize it and sort of, channelize it in a proper sort of fashion and write it down. I don't know. I've never really thought about it, but I like that you put that little
Right.
thought in
But
my head.
I generally would love to read whenever you want to write it.
I
Okay,
feel
and
that's a really nice thing. Thank you.
most welcome. So, Qaran, Qaran, should we pronounce your name as Qaran or Karan?
Qaran.
Qaran, okay.
Qaran.
All right, so, I was reading one of your interviews, and it's so heartening that you mentioned about the fact that a lot of musicians, they went through a really tough time during the pandemic. I think enough is not being said about it, enough is not being spoken about it, but the sort of profession that music is, it was really, really tough. Do you think that things have recovered now in terms of all the musicians and even artists? They were not having live shows, and it was tough for them as well.
Yeah, like you mentioned, right? Live shows are every musician, every record label's bottom line. So the second the pandemic hit, that's the first thing that sort of, went off the table. So of course it affected a lot of people. It affected the labels that are investing in the musicians. It's a cyclical thing, but touch wood, touch wood. Right now, it does seem like things are on the mend. I think we've all spoken too soon about this before in the past.
Right there.
But I do feel like things are brightening up a little bit, and that's really one of the big reasons I wanted this record to come out now, is because if things are getting better, I want my music to celebrate that moment. So yeah.
That's great. That's great. All right.
Hi, this is Qaran.
Hey, this is Ileana.
And you're watching Bollywood
Hungama.